A live stream brings in $100,000 in 24 hours. Mutual fund managers take to live streaming. The future of virtual events, 6-second ads, and more are covered in this episode of Video Signals. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone to Video Signals, a highlight show for entrepreneurs and creators bringing you 5 signals in the world of video and marketing. I'm Joey Dowd, your host. We've got some exciting signals today in the world of live streaming and e-commerce, plus a few on online ads. So let's jump into it. NTWRK is taking a fresh take on QVC with live e-commerce, generating over $100,000 in 24 hours through a partnership with Snapchat. For 10 5-minute episodes, NTWRK showcases a celebrity or big-time influencer who, in turn, will talk about a particular merchandise that users can directly purchase through the show that is live streaming on Snapchat. This Snap original series, titled The Art of the Drop, has already featured celebrity jeweler Ben Baller, whose $250 platinum money counter sold out in just 24 hours. The sensational launch earned NTWRK $100,000 in total sales of 4,000 units of Baller's highly coveted bling. Also, Snapchat pocketed all the ad revenue from the show, which included a lucrative deal with Hewlett-Packard as one of the biggest advertisers. It was an impressive turnout, being that NTWRK and Snapchat didn't do any promotion about the sale. The frenzy around the scarcity of the items for sale was enough to drive all the revenue. Demand was so high that Snapchat users bought the platinum money counter even before seeing what it looked like. NTWRK's strategy shows that blending entertainment, commerce, and scarcity can create a successful recipe for the future of e-commerce. This is a continuing trend of popular forms of live e-commerce in China making its way to the US. While NTWRK is its own app, if you have your own online store, think about how you could offer windows for extremely good deals or one-of-a-kind items via a live stream. You don't need to have a native app. You could do this on Instagram or YouTube Live. Inside the cutthroat world of China mutual fund live streaming, internet influencers are no longer limited to hypebeasts, makeup gurus, or TikTok-made celebrities. Mutual fund advisors are becoming social media influencers too, or at least in China, where they're on a level of their own. Qin Deng Jingdong and Zheng Ziyang, 2 of China's most recognizable internet-savvy mutual fund gurus with large followings. Deng Jingdong has about 400,000 viewers on average, live streaming regularly to Alipay, China's equivalent to Amazon, but on a whole other level. Deng raffles off cash prizes and free bottles of luxury beverage brands on the e-wallet app to draw in newer followers and more interaction with his current ones, where followers can directly purchase the mutual funds that he discusses. Zheng Ziyang doesn't limit himself to just Alipay. The exuberant Zheng, whose nickname Wangjing Bogle, an homage to legendary American investor and Vanguard founder John Bogle, also reaches followers through Zhuqi, a Reddit-type site that focuses on all things investments. I also have no idea if I'm pronouncing these correctly or not, so my apologies if I am totally slaughtering these names. Zheng has a combined follower count of 700,000 on both platforms, including around 300,000 followers who subscribe yearly to his daily investment discussions, earning him about $153 for each paid subscription. Deng and Zheng have different preferences in what types of stocks and funds to invest in, but what's common about them is that both mutual fund advisors are camera-friendly, with live streaming to direct followers to their platform of choice. With the ever-changing online commerce landscape in China, both men had managed to adapt to these changes at the right time, especially when virtual connections are the new normal. What starts in China usually finds its way in some form to the US, so if you think your industry is too boring or stodgy for live streaming, now's a good time to rethink how you can connect with your customers and be an early mover in your field. I'd like to talk about virtual events, and DigiDay has a look at how Reuters Events has adapted to virtual and what their future plans are in 2021. Reuters Events is a global B2B events specialist division with the primary aim of delivering high-end conferences and special trade forums to a diverse set of industries. Its highly successful I4Pharma Barcelona conference in March attracted over 15,000 virtual attendees globally, 12,000 more than its usual 3,000 plus in-person attendees in previous years. Their future strategy is taking 2 different routes. One is broad interest events. In January, the company will be hosting Reuters Next, a virtual summit focusing on a variety of business sectors and leadership. A record number of 25,000 registrants have already signed up, both for the free option and the paid ticket option of $699 that comes with added perks. The other route is super niche and targeted, such as their upcoming US Offshore Wind Conference and the Cell and Gene Therapy USA Conference. As the CEO of event platform Splash says, the benefit of niche events is stronger community building, since everyone attending has very aligned interests. In 2021, however, Reuters Events will launch a hybrid events model with some regional in-person events and online streaming of talks. Another model is hub and spoke, which could have smaller networking and community building events in person across the world, connected by an online virtual event. 6 seconds may not seem like a lot, but apparently it's enough time to communicate a message to retain a brand's name, according to a marketing study conducted in part by Snapchat. The study analyzed the responses of more than 7,700 respondents across a range of video campaigns in order to determine ad recall, brand favorability, purchase intent, and more. Lately, the running time for video ads online is becoming shorter and shorter, with 6-second ads becoming the norm alongside the still commonly used 15-second ads. The reduction in running times can be attributed to the prevalence of short-form video content. More people are used to shorter videos thanks to Snaps, Stories, and TikToks. As social media users' video content becomes shorter and shorter, those users become more accustomed to processing shorter ads. The study also found that 6-second ads were significantly more memorable on longer video platforms, where 15-second ads are more likely to be skipped, while they also drove higher purchase intent. And introducing the beta for LinkedIn Stories ads. Earlier this year, LinkedIn launched their own version of Stories. Everyone's got stories. Now they're beta testing a way to place ads in those stories. These interactive commercials can be posted either as full screen videos or single image ads and can be formatted between two choices, vertical or square orientations. LinkedIn users can view these ads whenever they scroll in between other member posted stories or through LinkedIn's own page stories at the top of its mobile app. With LinkedIn's highly customizable functions for sponsoring content campaigns, marketers and companies can have more advantages reaching out to its target markets by just filling in the blanks for intended company names, job titles, industries, and the like. Another helpful feature is its ability to steer further content to its users who've already viewed a company's Stories ads. As of now, LinkedIn Stories ads is only available to a limited field test of advertisers, but expect to see it rolled out in early 2021. That's all for this episode of Video Signals. You can find all the links to the stories and articles mentioned in the show notes below. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss future episodes. For more resources on using video to grow your brand, check out our site at newterritory.media. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.